Kane is in the building.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Draft Junkies. I'm Justin Tribble alongside Dakota and Jordan Richardson, and we are excited to be doing another edition of Cohesive Mock. This week it is Cohesive Mock 4.0. Very excited to be, going in at this time. It's a month until the draft, less than a month, sorry.
Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes perfect, so we're going to keep at it here. The number one pick, Jordan Richardson, give it to me.
Arizona Cardinals. I think it's time to go from pencil to pen to Sharpie. Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray, baby. It's
sticking to it.
Sticking to it. I think it's happening. I think we'll probably see Josh Rosen get traded probably within the next 2 weeks or so. People are sending some
second round pick.
The Chargers. Yep.
Chargers gonna get steal.
Chargers, Patriots, and
I did say he was gonna go out of California. I just got the wrong team.
Yeah. So, but I think it's time. He's Cliff Kingsbury gonna get his guy. I still don't know that I agree with it. I still don't know that you do that to Josh Rosen. You just traded up for him, but you need that new coach. Gets his guy.
It's a bust.
Loves him. Got it. You got to score some points in that division with the Rams.
That ain't a hot take.
Anyway,
got to score points.
That's a Justin Tribble take. Y'all lay that down somewhere.
Number 2, 49ers. John Lynch, his eyes got big when Kyler Murray went number 1, and he's going to take the best player in this draft. And Nick Bosa, edge out of Ohio State. It's a no-brainer. I mean, if they go Kyler, you got to take the best player on the board, put him on the other side of D Ford, and just get after those quarterbacks. Get after Kyler Murray.
I think the same thing at number 3 for the New York Jets, but for me, the best player on the board isn't Nick Bosa. I think it's Quinnen Williams. And I think that he's going to slide to number 3, and the Jets are going to slide up there. And instead of trading back like all the rumors, they're going to see the potential in Williams to be the next Donald, and they're going to take their boy. So go get him.
Number 4, Oakland Raiders. You traded Khalil Mack. You got to get some edge help. I'm going Josh Allen, Kentucky. Played in the tough SEC. 17 sacks. He can play. He can drop back in coverage.
It's crazy how all this changed.
I know. It's
talking about being the second best player in the draft, and here we are.
Yeah. He can play. He'll get after the quarterback. He's fast. He stands up a little too much for me. So I don't know. He's not in Nick Bosa's range, but he's not real far off. So they get their guy.
All right, pick 5.
Know where this is going.
Yeah, he's my favorite guy in this entire class. Has been the entire time. The Buccaneers are getting Devin White, Mike linebacker at LSU. Perfect Quan Alexander replacement. I mean, put him with Levante David. And just get after some guys.
Number 6, the New York Giants.
Anxious to hear this.
Yes, me too.
I'm going to switch this up on you. It's going to surprise y'all, I think that there's a lot of hype going around. I think he's being moved up a lot of mocks. At number 6, I'm going to say that the New York Giants select Montez Sweat.
Who?
It's wild, but they need edge help bad. Bad way.
It doesn't get talked about enough, but they...
in a bad way. Like, you can't even be a good... Like, everyone's so worried about this quarterback position, OBJ. That defense is pitiful, man. Pitiful. You're never going to be able to compete, especially in the division. Like, I'm not saying that Dallas is a really 11-5 team, but with the offenses that Philadelphia and Dallas have put on the field lately, like, good luck. Like, I'm just, I'm not like that. So, for me, I think Montez Sweat fits here with the Giants.
You're removed from JPP. You get rid of Olivier Vernon. Who's getting after quarterback in New York? We signed Marcus Golden. You think Marcus Golden's the answer there? It is.
JPP.
It's quarterback gets talked about, and rightfully so there, but they need some edge help. It wouldn't shock me to see him go.
Let's pause for a funny moment.
Oh, gosh.
Are y'all pissed that they didn't start calling JPP Chubbs from Happy Gilmore? Moving on. It just hit my hand up like, are you fucking kidding me? Alright, go ahead.
Jaguars. All right, number 7, the Jacksonville Jaguars. You got to there's a lot of different ways you could go here to help Nick Foles out. You could go receiver. You could go offensive line, help protect him. But my guy, T.J. Hawkinson, I think, it's early for a tight end. You don't see a lot of tight ends going this early, but he's a complete guy. He's going to come into the league and be an A+ blocker, which changes a lot of things because they still want to run the ball in Jacksonville.
Absolutely.
Get Fournette going. So he's going to get on the field early and often, and he's going to become Nick Foles' security blanket, a lot like Zach Ertz was.
Yeah.
And that's he's rated up here in I think a lot of our big boards.
Yeah.
He's Hawkinson.
Top 10, no doubt.
Yep.
I got him at 7.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
The Detroit Lions. It's kind of been like an easy pick, but I needed somebody on the other side of Trey Flowers. Stay in state. Get the guy who's just pure potential and get Rashawn Gary out of Michigan.
That's all it is.
It's potential.
Yeah.
Traits and potential.
Everybody keeps saying he's going to go a lot higher than you would think, but
I mean, I hope he outperforms everything I've ever said about the guy.
Yeah.
I hope that he's that top-notch guy, but
Not if he goes here.
Yeah, if he goes Lions, he can continue.
unbiased opinion.
Okay.
Succeed no matter
Sorry.
where
Sorry.
you go.
Sorry, that's hard.
Number 9, the Buffalo Bills. I'm not even going to talk about this. Jawan Taylor. You can pin Sharpie that too.
Okay.
Like I think that's a good like.
Down. Okay, got it.
They're really, in the top 10, they're really the only team who just is in desperate need of a tackle, and why not go get the best guy? So Jawan Taylor, number 9, going to the Buffalo Bills.
All right, number 10 to the Denver Broncos. This is a spot I really like. Guys like Devin White, T.J. Hawkinson, if somehow they fall. But I'm also not a big believer in Joe Flacco. And
Hey, you haven't heard? 34 years old is your prime as a quarterback. I don't know if you read that today.
Not for Big Joe. Broncos been looking at quarterbacks a lot, and I think the best one left. I know everyone has keep saying Drew Lock to the Broncos, but I like Haskins there. I think they've done a lot of homework on him. I think he'd be a good fit.
Dwayne Haskins making the top 10.
Yep. It happens.
Yeah.
There's probably going to be 3 quarterbacks going in the top 10. People are going to trade up. There's a lot of teams that need quarterbacks in the top, 15 or so. So
I'm with you.
Number 11, the Cincinnati Bengals. I want to pull the trigger.
Stop. You want to switch picks?
No. What? No. I'm saying, do I want to pull it? I've never been a believer in him, so pick 11. Cincinnati Bengals are taking Drew Lock, quarterback, Missouri. I don't like Andy Dalton.
It's time for him to move on. I think they know it.
new coach.
But they want the position, and I don't think they're a team that's going to move. They're going to stay right where they're at, and they're going to see, does one of these guys
If
fall
one
to
of them
us?
fall in their laps, great. But they'll live with Andy Dalton.
Yeah. I can totally. I'm with you.
That's a good pick for me because I'm like you. I'm not.
He's mediocre at best.
Number 12, the Green Bay Packers.
The good guys.
This is awesome to have this pick is surrounded by this much tension in the room. Ed Oliver.
Oh.
That's the guy. I think that's a lock here. If he makes it this far, Ed Oliver's a lock. He's going to do everything that Green Bay Packers defense needs, and it's going to be something special if he gets there.
He did a good job. Good job. We don't have to hurry.
We'll see what happens when I get to 30.
All right, we got the Dolphins. They need a quarterback.
Yeah.
They need a quarterback bad, but there's not a quarterback here you're going to take. They could be one of those teams that could trade up.
Yeah.
But they could also be one of the teams that just stays put, waits till next year. There's a lot of people saying they like the 2020 class a lot better. So I'm gonna get one of my favorite pass rushers and Brian Burns.
Yep.
You know, I think Brian Burns loads of potential. So you know, I think I have him overall at like pick in my top 5.
Yeah.
You know, I love Brian Burns. So getting him at 13, he can ball.
I honestly think that Miami loves Tua from Alabama, and I think that they're going to do everything they can to wait and see what they can do next year. So an edge right there is just the perfect thing for them.
Wouldn't surprise me either way. If they move up,
Yeah.
I don't see one falling to them.
No.
With the teams the way they like to move up, but they need one. So if they moved up, I can see it. But we're going to stay put here and get us an edge rusher.
All right.
Pick 14, Atlanta Falcons. I think this is a good spot for Jonah Williams. They need some interior help. They could probably use a tackle to develop. It's a good spot for him.
I like it.
Number 15, the Washington Redskins. You know, I've seen so much quarterback talk with them too, and they're just another team that I think they don't believe that there's a quarterback ready in this class, and I don't. Honestly, like they need someone that can play edge. They need someone that can, catch. Like these guys need the whole 9 yards, in my opinion. So, for me, Washington Redskins select DK Metcalf. You might not have your franchise quarterback yet, but you know that it's coming. So you need to get the guy that he's going to be able to rely on. And DK is just that. I mean, throw it up. So, DK it is. Donkey Kong.
All right, number 16, Carolina Panthers. You got to replace Julius Peppers.
Yeah.
They could use offensive line help. They could probably use another weapon in the pass game, but I think it's a good spot for Cleveland Farrell.
Yeah.
I think he'd be a good replacement for Julius Peppers. He's not as flashy as a lot of the other ones, but he's a complete player. Plays the run, good leader.
Easy top 20 pick.
I think
you know what you're getting.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot for him.
Okay, 17 via the Browns. It's the New York. Who'd y'all take at 6?
Montez Sweat.
Montez Sweat, they got an edge rusher.
So we know where this is going.
Yeah, I agree.
You ready?
Yeah.
Say it out loud.
I hate the pick.
Say it out loud.
17th pick, Daniel Jones out of Duke University.
Listen, this kid's going to be better than these two give him credit for, I promise. He's boring. Guess what? So we're a lot of fucking quarterbacks.
Got a noodle arm.
Watch him work. All right, so 18, the Minnesota Vikings. I'm going to stick with what we were talking about earlier. I love Cody Ford here. I don't agree with him being the top. I mean, of course, Andre Dillard, Jonah Williams, we say that. But Cody Ford fits the scenario for those guys. Like, he's a big dude, and they love to maul. So I think the Minnesota Vikings, Cody Ford is going to be perfect.
That's a good one. All right. 19, the Titans. All right, like we were talking about earlier. I guess I'm going to go. I like Noah Fant here. I like him to replace Delaney Walker, but I'm going to go with Christian Wilkins. It's just one of those things where there just seems like certain guys fit certain coaches, and I think putting him beside Jurrell Casey, I think that could be a real nice combo.
Pick 20, Steelers. And I can't believe this guy's still on the board.
Is there a coach available?
No, but there is my number one corner in this class.
Isn't this AB's nickname?
What? Greedy?
Yeah.
Oh. There you go. Yeah, Greedy
I was
Williams.
not
Replace one Greedy with the next one.
There you go.
So is Greedy Williams for you at 20?
Yeah, he's my favorite corner in this class. Long, lanky, all skills.
And
coolest name in the draft.
I think
Rocky Sin.
Rocky Sin.
he
He's
got
a
something
corner.
to say about it. For me, I think there's going to be a corner right behind him, and I think it's going to be DeAndre Baker going to the Seattle Seahawks. I think that those two are the top two corners in this class, and they're going to go back to back.
All right, number 22. All right, Baltimore Ravens. This guy I really, really love. I think he could very well go higher, but I'm replacing C.J. Mosley with Devin Bush. I think that's an easy one. I really don't think there's any. I mean, obviously there's a way he could fall, but
Man,
I think he's somewhere in between 10 and 20.
I keep seeing so many just posts about him the moving up for him, and if you watch that workout on that tape,
Yeah,
somebody's going up.
He's 232-pound
Thicker than a bowl of milk.
DB.
Yeah.
The way he moved in those workouts, but he'd be a good replacement for C.J. Mosley.
And like Devin Bush, I can't believe he made it 22 at 23. The Houston Texans. I can't believe Andre Dillard's on the board.
This is kind of where I expected.
That's another one of those that just feels right.
Yeah. Like he's the number one. He's my number one guy because he's the best pass blocker. But a lot of guys, like we said with Jawan Taylor, like they're going to want to take complete guys. So if he falls to 23 and Deshaun Watson gets somebody like that, like hey,
he's also the most athletic one for an athletic quarterback who can move.
Yeah.
That's just the fit's perfect.
Absolutely. So the Raiders at 24, I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to give them AJ Brown. They're going to need some. I mean, I don't care. AB's not everything. Like you're going to need some help. So go ahead, AJ Brown, mark it up. Another AB, 2 ABs on the same team.
Beautiful.
And then when Pittsburgh passes, well, I told you so.
All right, 25. Eagles. Let's see.
How can we break your spirit
No,
today?
I already know where this is going. Go ahead.
I mean, everybody keeps saying. Everybody keeps saying Josh Jacobs here. Josh Jacobs. I'm gonna go a little different.
Don't believe the hype.
I could see it. I could very well see it, but there's just this one guy. Howie Roseman's smart, and I think y'all thrive on D-line, interior D-line pressure. I know he's hurt, but Jeffrey Simmons. I feel like Howie Roseman and the Eagles, he's smart, and he'll be okay waiting.
Yeah, top 10 pick at 25.
Yeah. I just think Jeffrey Simmons, he's a top 10 guy. You get him there with, the Mississippi State alumni, Fletcher Cox. I mean, you give him a year, come in.
Filthy.
That's going to be nasty. I know that ain't a running back, and everybody puts Josh Jacobs there, but this Jeffrey Simmons, that just feels like a hot spot for him.
Yeah.
To me.
Okay. 26, the Indianapolis Colts. Greedy and Baker have been selected. Murphy's still on the board.
Murphy's on the
Then
board.
Byron Murphy's going here. That just makes too much sense. They have a needed corner. He's got some of the best ball skills. Good tackler. They need this guy.
The Oakland Raiders here at 27. I'm going to go a little different with them here. I'm going to select Nazir Adderley. I think they really need some help back there on the back end. With you taking Murphy, I don't think there's another corner that they would take right there.
No.
Don't think they take
So-
Rock.
I don't think Rocky Sin's a first rounder. I think that's
Yeah.
high.
He's a second round guy for me.
Yeah. And I think
like him, but
I think Nazir Adderley is a guy with that much range. Like he can do a little bit of everything for you, so why not give it up?
they signed LaMarcus Joyner, but Joyner's, I think he's more of a nickel guy.
Yeah.
I think he's going to play your slot. You're going to move him around.
And a guy I love from West Virginia, Carl Joseph, he just can't stay on the field.
Yeah.
And that's going to be,
All right. Los Angeles Chargers. I like Dalton Reisner here at right tackle, but It just feels like Chargers always they just need a big guy in the middle of the defensive line. I'm gonna go with Dexter Lawrence. I think
It's a perfect pick.
I think that'd be a great spot for him. Big, tough. They need that.
Big good pick.
And I think they've lost a few interior guys. Big run stuffer.
Let's see. Kansas City Chiefs at 27. No corner worth taking.
29. 27.
What?
You going backwards?
I picked 29. The Chiefs. No corner worth taking. I don't think there's an edge worth taking either. I'm going to go Garrett Bradbury at Mitch Morse replacement.
Looky there. It actually worked out.
He's going to sneak in the first
I do
round.
too. I think that I say it every day. Gary Bradbury's going to get the first round. It's just, you have to find the team. Like, who's going to do it?
Yeah. You feel like someone's going to do it. You just really don't know
For them, you
who.
know. Number 30, the Green Bay Packers. I'm going to go ahead and say Noah Fant. I think that, I think no matter what, it's going to be defense and then tight end. Whichever tight end's on the board. You've got teams chasing tight ends. You got the Titans. You got the Patriots, Packers. All these teams are chasing tight ends. Noah Fant's getting picked right here, though.
I think we pick someone at 12, and then I think 30, I think we move up.
Yeah.
In my opinion, because we've got 10 draft picks, but we don't have 10 spots. So I think we're going to move up. I think us knowing the Patriots are lingering down there at 32,
Who have a ton of picks.
who have a ton of ammo to move up, I could see us moving up from 30, maybe giving third round pick, something, moving up a few picks just to secure, make sure we get a guy. If fans around there, I could really see us. All right, let's go. All right, 31, the Rams. I think I'm going to go with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. I know they just signed Eric Weddle, and they've got John Johnson there at safety, but Chauncey Gardner, he can play a lot. He can play your slot, and Weddle's, an older guy. I would really like a corner here, since they say Peters is kind of on his contract, and Talib's a lot older, but there's not a corner I really like here. And I would like to put a rusher like Ja'Kai Polite here, but it just seems like he just keeps working himself out of the first round. I mean, the tape's there, but the character and the workout, I don't know. So I really like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. He's my top safety, and I think he'd be a good fit here.
And to finish this off, the New England Patriots, I think you just need to lock this. If they can't move up to get a Hawkinson or a Fant, they're going to take Irv Smith. Losing Gronk, it's the biggest need.
They can move up.
Yeah,
I
think they move up. I think they'll be really trying to.
Yeah.
Because
they're going to try and get.
Like the Packers, they got a lot of picks, but not a lot of spots. And there was a reason Bill Belichick was loading up on picks this year. He'll be moving.
He knew it was going to be time to move sooner or later.
Yep.
All right, so Cohesive Mock 4.0. There's a lot of guys still, you kind of wonder, like 29 on, like, who are the guys that are going to slide in? Who are the guys that are going to slide out?
Those spots feel a lot of, like, teams jumping back in.
Yeah, exactly.
Going for a few fallen guys, but we miss anybody?
Let's see. Hollywood Brown, but Liz Frank, you never know. Polite, already touched. Josh Jacobs, no running back, was selected. Did you take Reisner? Reisner fell out of there. Some people put Greg Little in there. I don't think he's a first rounder.
We didn't put Greg Little in there.
We shouldn't put Greg Little in there.
We didn't. We put him in the needs and fits. Anyway, so hang on, we got to finish this since we.
Sorry.
Anyway, so that is our Cohesive Mock 4.0. A lot of guys, sliding up and down boards. We're kind of wondering who's going to get in that 27 to 32 range. A lot of teams talking about coming back in, you know. So, anyway, it's draft season. We're hyped. Less than a month. Cohesive Mock 4.0. I'm Justin Tribble, Dakota Richardson, Jordan Richardson. Peace.